Hefner. Trust me, I'd rather just be single. Thank you, though.
Well, somebody's gonna have a sugar mama.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like, you need to make more money, so...
I was just having this conversation with...
Let him cook.
She said, what?
More than you make.
Thank you, though.
Well, somebody's gonna have a sugar mama.
If your wife can spend more than you make, like, you need to make more money, so...
I was...
Boom. You could have $1 billion. They could spend that instantly. One tap.
Just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, you have to
Thank
manifest a
bounce.
husband, girl.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan.
Oh,
Hi, that car got a back
Or
bumper
who,
on
you
it,
know, maybe don't talk about these
FRFR.
topics or even think about these topics. The point here is to get an honest opinion and reaction from these women, whether it be good or bad.
Ask women about male income. How much is enough?
Honest nonetheless. In this video specifically, I'm going to be asking the women about salary preferences and
I want to see.
statistics for them, and we're going to get through this together. So let's get started.
Okay. Ideal partner age. We could probably skip that. I don't give a fuck about that. You know what? Fuck it. Let's try it.
What is the ideal age for a guy that you are looking to be with?
So I just turned 27.
Don't care.
Sure. What percent of the family income do you personally want to contribute? Like, do you want to be
50%.
the breadwinner? Do you want to contribute 50-50? Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife or mom?
I would be comfortable contributing 50-50, but I would prefer that it be more so like 40-50.
Then what are you going to do to make up for the extra 10%? What do you do as a person, guy or girl, to make up for 40-60? Wait, guys, I didn't say 40-50, did I? Guys, it's a 10% differential. Oh, she did it. Oh.
Okay.
Me
40-60? Like you,
Yeah.
the 40, them the 60?
But why? Wait, but why?
I'd be okay with... You know, I never thought of this. I don't know. These weren't the things that I fixated on the most.
in my opinion, if your response isn't an instant snap 50-50, or you have a legitimate good reason for, you're just fucking brain dead. You have a problem, dude. What else? You have a problem, actually.
Most when I envisioned my partner, but if I had to throw it out there, like maybe half or a little under half. I'm probably...
Why under?
Top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. So I personally, I would not mind contributing like majority, but I would say no more than 70% of household income.
So I really want to be...
Wait, what?
I would say no more than 70% of household income.
So I really want to be a
Okay.
stay-at-home mom. So
Yeah.
like,
No more than.
if that doesn't work out with the person I'm with, then it doesn't work out. But that is like how I picture myself as a mom and a wife. So I guess I wouldn't be contributing financially.
I don't want any of my income to be needed in the family. I want the man to be 100%.
Chat, this is going, guys. This is a complicated topic because that would be a late game when you do have kids and when you do get there, right? But what about before though? Whenever you meet somebody and you have a household, you're not immediately into fucking a kidhood. So what are you gonna do while you're waiting? You say, oh, maybe you live for free because we're gonna have kids one day. And what is this shit? This is like a late game build.
In the family. Any of my income.
So I guess I wouldn't be contributing financially.
I don't want any of my income to be needed in the family. I want the man to be 100% the supporter, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to work and I'm not going to have my own business or whatever.
But you would want the family to be able to live solely off of your
yes,
husband's income.
100% solely off of my husband. I don't want me to have to use my income at all, but that's not because I'm not going to be working or I'm not going to have my own stuff going on. It's just because I want the freedom to be able to take care of my kids for the first 7 years of their life. I want to be a stay-at-home mom and be with them basically 24/7. I think that's important in the family structure. So that's pretty much the only reason why.
Okay, so you would choose stay-at-home mom. So 0%, we'll say.
Yes.
Okay.
I think 50-50 is definitely acceptable, and that's what I'd enjoy. I wouldn't enjoy feeling like someone has to take care of me. I don't like relying on people or men or really anyone for money. I think that's totally just unacceptable. That's just how I was raised.
If I'm painting a picture, if it's my ideal life, I would love to just be a stay-at-home wife with some hobbies and, you know, raising a family, because that's just the way I grew up. You know, I had a stay-at-home mom, and it was just a really good environment to have.
Okay, so ideally that's what you would want.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about your ideal lifestyle. So thinking about a house, how many bedrooms, how many square feet, what are we thinking?
I mean, I don't need anything, you know, crazy spacious, but I definitely do want a big.
Okay, in my opinion, chat. Okay. In my opinion, stay-at-home mom is fine, right? If you fucking clock in, like you do all the things that are needed from someone. That means, because she says, oh, with some hobby. Imagine if the guy said he wants some hobbies. Or like, dude, does that mean that like he's gonna work less to have hobbies? No. You work in your 8-hour day, you do the whole juicer, and you do all the things that are needed. Everything. What? I'm not even insulting it. All I'm saying is that if you take the role of a full 100% home one trick, right? You're a one trick pony of the house. Well, you better be fucking absolutely rolling it. The house must be absolutely intact, and the children must be raised properly. Because otherwise, well, okay. What happens when the guy decides to take a hobby or to chill when he's at work? Bro, you get evicted. You have less income. Lose your job. If you decide to slack and chill and relax, you get fired. That's how the real world works. When you decide to chill, you lose income. You get evicted. Yo. So, I mean, that fact, that energy need to be from both parties. Otherwise,
enough home where
otherwise, this is like, I'm sorry, not gonna happen.
Everybody can have their own, you know, individual selves and space to feel comfortable. So just depending on lifestyle and family, at least 3 to 4 bedrooms for sure, 2 full baths, because God forbid there's more than one girl in the house. That'll be drama. And definitely like a big backyard. So at least 5 acres, you know, to roam on is what I aspire to have. And then square footage on a house, I really don't even know how to like scale something like that. I don't like 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, maybe.
Okay, what you described sounds close to that.
Like that, if I need to go bigger, obviously, you know, we'll go bigger. That's no question. But just a nice, comfortable size home.
Okay, and then how many kids do you want?
Chat. Last pause. I disagree with this. Wanna know why? Because at that point, if you have enough money to buy all this, right? Most people that have things of that size, they usually have like a maid, right? Usually, at a house that big, no shot. The stay-at-home mom washes everything. Then there needs to be an equivalency of a value somewhere else in the house. There just has to. Otherwise, it's unfair. I don't give a fuck. If I'm out there fucking dying to fucking make the income over the foot, if I'm not me as a person, as Felix, because I have a stream, I'm a moron. Okay. If you send the man out to fucking die, okay? Well, if there's excess, well, we can delegate the tasks to people that we can pay with the money you're making, and I can just spend more time hobbying and chilling. Fuck that shit. What the fuck is this shit? Hell no. Then fuck that. I'm not just at that point. I'm just gonna fucking adopt a kid and fucking get somebody to raise it, and like at that point, I'll just, like
2
that makes sense or not?
2 to 3. If
Okay.
2 boys and a girl would be ideal.
Okay, and what about a car? I know you like cars.
Yeah, if it could be anything, if it's my dream, it'd probably be a Pagani BC, which is like a hypercar, but
I don't even know.
oh my gosh, they're so sexy. So that would be.
How much is that car?
I don't even know. Probably at least like 1.5 mil for sure.
my
at
God.
least. I don't
Okay,
even
so
know.
what about not the dream car, but
Something more realistic that I would.
What's gonna pay for this? The hobby?
that I would get.
Just to give us a ballpark, like a kind of
Yeah.
a range.
Maybe like some sort of like F12 Ferrari, like an A12 super fast would be super cool, or maybe like a 458.
Okay. How much are those?
Would
Like
be
80?
ideal. No, those are probably depending like 300,000 to 525K, just
All right.
depending on what you go with, and
She's a car girl.
love them.
All right, and then what about vacation? How important is travel to you? Like international? What are we thinking?
So I've not done any crazy international travels
I'm skipping this
personally,
one then.
but
It would be because we're financially open.
Let's see it.
So
something
So it's
like
something
that.
you'd like to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's,
Okay.
it's not a huge priority.
No, that's
for
a good
me,
video.
but
It's a good video. I
definitely
enjoy it.
something that is on
Guys,
my
this is
So
brain
the car
rot.
is more important than the vacation.
yeah.
So if I was a stay-at-home mom, it would be because we're financially okay without me working. And like if we were in a position where that wasn't the case, then I would 100% work and like be fine with that. But I want to have like 3 kids, so you'd have to have a bigger house for that. So I don't even know because I've never owned a home. Maybe like, I don't know what's normal. Like is 3,000 square feet normal? That might be big.
Yeah, would you say like 4 bedrooms? Like
Yeah.
a 4-bedroom home, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what about like cars? Would you want to drive a luxury car? Or do you not really care about that?
I don't care about cars. I know a lot of people do. Like I drive a Mazda.
I don't agree you need that much more space for more kids. Motherfucker, have you heard of bunk beds? What do you like them?
And I'm like perfectly happy with it. So that's not a big thing to me.
Okay, and then what about vacations? Would you want to travel internationally, things like that?
Yes, I love traveling. Like I think experiences are like the most like invaluable thing in life. So I would love to be able to travel domestically and internationally.
How many square feet would your house be?
Oh, minimum 23.
Okay.
2,300
All
square feet.
right, she
Yeah.
knows. And how many kids?
So that kind of depends on the person. I would be okay with none. And also, like, it just depends on their values. I would say, ideally, though, my max would be 4.
Okay. What about a car?
I want a car where it's nice and it stays nice. I know ideally if you have kids, that's not going to happen. But I would like, personally for me, an SUV, Cadillac Escalade, you know, the OG like mom car of like, well, back in the day.
And I
I
think
would
it's a
say.
safe car.
Okay. And then what about vacations? Do you want to travel internationally? Is travel important? to
SUVs are pretty
you?
safe, man.
Yes. Travel internationally.
Guys, I'll give it this
would
travel
love
shit
to
that I couldn't give a
provide.
fuck
Your
about.
ideal lifestyle. So house. What's your house? How many square feet?
Shoot, like I never even thought of this.
10,000.
Okay, what about how many kids do you want?
I thought in terms of like family, this guy's got to be funny. We need to have inside jokes. Like, kids probably if we're financially able to, like maybe 3 kids.
Okay, 3 kids. So maybe like 4-bedroom house.
Sure.
Okay. And what about car? Do you care about a car?
I like my Jeep.
Okay.
Boom. Guys, here's the base take, okay? Your kids don't all need their own rooms. They just don't. They don't.
What about vacations? Do you want to travel internationally? Is
Sorry.
that important to you?
I feel like vacations is where I kind of would like to be financially stable enough to do fun things like that. And
They do, no, they don't.
I
They want, or they think they want. You want, you might think that you want. They don't need, brother. Me and my brother were growing up on a bunk bed, and it was fucking fire. It was fire. Privacy? I don't give a shit. Fuck your privacy. Wait till your brother is gone. If you want to have a go over, okay? Or tough fucking luck, go to her place or go outside, loser, fuck.
I don't care about the square footage of the house. I just want it to have enough space for me and however many kids.
Also, if my boy wants to have a girl, dude, yo, I better see those homeworks done, okay? I better see this agenda filled to the brim, organized, edited. Bro, ain't no girl coming up to the fucking room if your homeworks aren't cleared up, bitch ass. Use the room to why? To sit down and do the homeworks, yo. I don't give no fuck.
Kids
What
we
is this
have.
shit?
If we have 1 kid, we can just have 1 bedroom for them, like an extra bedroom, so a 2-bedroom house. If I have 5 kids,
That's not
then
too far.
I want to have a 5-bedroom house, or a 6-bedroom house because we need a bedroom.
What?
So I'll ask you then, how many kids do you want, like ideally?
I want 2 kids.
Okay.
I never did my homeworks, okay? I'm buzzing, fuck it.
So we'll base the house off the 2 kids. So you would want like a 3-bedroom, right?
I would want 3-bedroom, yeah. Maybe like an office added but I don't care about any luxury
That is luxury.
finishes or whatever. I would want it to be nice. I don't really care about like a swimming pool or anything crazy like that.
Yeah, what she said
It doesn't matter
is
if you're
luxury.
super wealthy. I still would want to like be within our means,
Okay.
like within our needs.
Okay. What about a car? Do you care about the car?
I do kind of care about cars. I do like luxury cars. I think they're nice and I think they're sexy. But again, I would never go above. I would never want to be struggling because we're paying a crazy car payment. It's only if we had enough money that we could afford a luxury car. And even then, like, I wouldn't want like a Lamborghini. I like BMW and Mercedes just because they look nice. But I would get like just a nice car that I would want to be
Chat, this feels reasonable so far. Okay, let's give her a chance, shall we?
to get to passive income.
I'm gonna go with like, I feel like
Come on, we're rooting for you.
21 to 2200 square feet.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
fair enough.
reasonable. How many kids do you want?
Well, I haven't had one yet, so I don't really know what that pain endurance is really gonna be like.
Okay, BZ, keep going.
So for right now, I'm gonna stick with 2. I'll say that, and probably about like 5 bedrooms in the house. You always have to have an extra bedroom, and then the walk-in closet has to be in my bedroom. So.
All right, that might be a little more than 2,000 square feet. What about a car? Do you need a luxury car? What, like, are you okay with regular car?
No, I'm not okay with a regular car. I'm not at all. I love cars. I feel like when you get into it every morning, or you're getting out of work, or you're getting out of work going to your car, it's something that you look at and you're like, damn, like I'm happy I'm working for something good, and that makes me feel good. It makes me happy. So I enjoy having a nice car.
Okay.
I had a Mercedes that I really enjoyed, and then
Chat, I feel like this one chat is like Intel fuel. Dude, people are fucking struggling, dude, to fucking pay for their half of the rent that they're living like 3 people in a 1 bedroom. And the motherfucker come out with you saying, yeah, no normal cars, supercar only, 5 bedroom. Like, yo,
I've
I
had
don't know, man.
Volkswagens, and I have one now, and
Bro,
I love Volkswagens, so I say those top 2 are good. Acuras are cool, but definitely Mercedes and Volkswagen. I feel like those are my top tier faves.
Okay. What about vacation? You want to travel internationally? How important?
Okay.
So I have one child I like to.
Hold on. This
You have one
chat,
right
she's gonna troll.
now, correct?
Watch it.
Yes, so I have one child. I like to have one child.
Come on.
I'm enjoying this. Don't feel like I'm ready for another kid just because I still view myself as a young person, and I feel like children can be limiting in a lot of ways, especially since I am single. But if I had a partner, I think I would like to have 1 to 2 more children, so 3 altogether.
Okay.
By the time I'm 32. Like once I turn 32, I think I'm cool. Like I'm gonna be comfortable with my one child for the rest of my time here.
Okay. So if you did have more kids, you would want them to be before you turn 32.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So now thinking about, okay, we'll just say maybe you want 3 kids. We'll go with that for the number. How many square feet would your house be? How many bedrooms would it be? Ideally.
Come on.
If I had 3 children though, I would definitely want at least 5 bedrooms. Because if I had family members that wanted to stay over, I could put them in that room, and then I could have like another room for a different purpose.
Yo! It's really the couch, yo.
It's like
The
an
couch,
office
yo.
space or, a computer room.
I've been sleeping on the fucking sofa or some
And then
shit,
what
man.
about a car? Like, are you a luxury car type of gal?
What?
Do you not care about the car?
It's one day.
So I'm practical with cars. I feel like I drive so much and I have a child. So my car needs to accommodate my lifestyle. However, I would definitely have like a car that I would use day to day. And then I would probably have like a more luxurious car that I would use recreationally.
What? Oh man, fuck, man. Oh man, fuck. Oh man.
Alone or like with my mans. So, and I wouldn't have like a modern sports car. Like my luxury car would be like an old Grand National or something like that, like pimped out.
Perfect. And then what about vacation? How important is travel to you? Like international travel? Is it something you prioritize?
Yeah, travel's actually really big to me. I like to go different places and experience different cultures and foods. I think that it's really nice to do
That's
that with
ideally-
my daughter as well. It kind of shows her something different.
Okay, yeah. And finally, we're here. Ideal income. Here comes. Chat, I feel like I'm gonna rage. Chat, I feel like this is gonna make me fucking mauled. Chat, I feel like this is gonna make me mauled. I'm gonna mauled.
Day to day.
Mm-hmm.
So
Keeping all these things in mind, what you would like your ideal life to look like, what would you say, what would you want his income to be? If you're going to be a stay-at-home mom,
Come on, we're running for you.
what kind of range would his income be?
Come on.
That's tough because I feel like I would have to like break down like how much it actually like costs to have kids and like travel and the house and all that, and I don't really know, but I think for me to be comfortable like staying at home and not working, like
Come on.
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000. Like I guess if they made less than that, I feel like we wouldn't have the lifestyle I wanted, so I would work.
Right. But you're
go off my
talking
answer. I
ideal
can't.
lifestyle. Like
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
your dream life, 300K for you to be able to
I think so.
be a stay-at-home mom
And
not
have
to
3
worry about
kids
it.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like life's expensive.
I would just like to preface this as saying this is not do or die. But based on where I'm at, if he makes between anywhere
Yo.
from 70 to 100K,
Yo.
I would have to say
yo.
127.
After this social experiment, okay, you know what you do? Is you sit them down in a room, okay, and give them the book that it's a government book, okay. The book of career and jobs, okay. It tells you how much every job makes on average, right? And to really take it in. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like life's expensive.
I would just like to preface this as saying this is not do or die. But based on where I'm at, if he makes between anywhere from 70 to 100K,
I would have to say
Is that a-
127.
Bro, what's up with her and like specific numbers?
Ideally, like if they're in an industry where they do have longevity and they know like, hey, every single year I'm gonna get a raise between like 3 to 5%, which it just depends. Like I would be comfortable with that.
$500,000? Is that bad?
Hey, lady. If you have to ask, the cameraman laughed. Not the girl who directs the video. The guy behind the camera, yeah, he laughed. By the way, that's a hint. That's usually the hint.
$500,000? Is that bad? I know that 1% of men make $500,000, or like less than 1% of men or something.
I'd say
Or something. No, chat, I can't. Chat, these videos are too much. Chat, this is just fuel for absolute radicalized hatred. It just is, man. I'm sorry, man.
probably 150 to $250,000.
It's
a year.
realistic.
It's my
Bro.
guess.
Okay. And you would contribute also 50-50,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
You'd be willing to do up to 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So keeping all of this in mind, we just painted your ideal life.
Yeah.
For the 27-year-old man, what would his
work so hard.
income ideally be? Like have to
What would
be
it have to be?
to support this life?
Which is so funny because I saw this video the other day where it was saying like, if your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more money. So it really just depends. But
No, please, don't do us like that. By us, I mean everybody that watches this video.
more than you make, like you need to make. Saying like,
Life.
which is so funny because I saw this video the other day where it was saying like, if your wife can spend more than you make, like you need to make more money. So it really just depends. But I mean, just to have like a really decent lifestyle and be supported well, like 150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure. The more the merrier, but that'd be comfortable.
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was
How is that fair? Bro, where do you guys live? Where do you live? Where, dude? dude, unless I'm completely out of touch. 150K, dude, you are fucking balling out. You're doing insane. If you had 150K a year, to act like that's a fair thing, no, it's not. You're balling the fuck out. Man, how is that? I'm wrong. What?
It's like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Like, you have to really think about the lifestyle that you want to live when it comes down to vacations and how many kids you want to have. And just like the lifestyle that you want to have. And I feel like
the ideal response would be, I think the ideal, what you want the best, is 80K and up. That's the ideal. Things you would settle for, probably like under 80 to like a 60. Dude, bro, this is how it is. These are just reasonable amounts.
my husband needs to be making like 650,000. I feel like there's a beauty in growth getting to that point.
Okay.
You know, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna contribute, more than what I'm contributing now.
Yeah.
No, but ideally, I would want someone to be able to match my hustle. So like, if I'm making this much and I have this lifestyle, this person cannot have a lesser lifestyle than me. Otherwise, it is not gonna work out.
Yeah.
So
you said you would want to contribute 40% max. So
Right.
if they're making 650, that would mean you would be making 400.
What is the hustle? What is the hustle? If the hustle is scamming, yeah, I guess the hustle is right.
100,000.
and that sounds great to me, unless I could be making more.
Okay. What do you think is the median income for age 31?
Oh my god, here it comes.
As of right now, I think it's probably
Like 55, 60.
between mid 50s, maybe 60.
Good.
It's $45,000.
How much did I say?
Yeah. What do you think the top 25% of men are making at 31?
I think it's probably in my range of like that mid, like maybe like 57,
70.
70. Oh, okay.
Top 10% of men
I'd say
at
90.
31.
90.
111, you're close. Okay. And then what about the top 1% of men?
Ooh, I would say 120.
252.
Wow. Okay, that
Top
jumps
1%.
pretty high.
So you're asking 127 is
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no. Okay, yes, I could be wrong with this. I could be wrong. Is there a chance that these stats are skewed because of the super intense above top 1%? The people in the minimum, they're completely skewing the results. Or am I wrong about that? Oh, it's median. So that's pretty that's pretty bad.
closest to the top 10% of men. So I would say it's probably top 5% at 31 if I had to guess. So only the top 5% of men at 31 are making $127,000.
Oh, median's better. Yeah, you're right, it's better.
That's insane.
It's still skewed though.
That is crazy.
But it's kind of crazy because over 70% of men never make $100,000 even one time in their life. 70% of men. So that means only 30% of men are, well, actually,
That means that you have to, because I'm not being intel bait. I think that this, now that you come down to the realization that when, let's say in this context, I'm not trying to be rude, do you view yourself as a top 30% or more women or girl in terms of anything that a household or another citizen needs? The reality is,
23 last year in 2021, only 23.4% of the male workforce made $100,000, and that's
That
factoring in
video
all
is
ages,
just brain rot.
not just
I
you
wanna
know
be a
guys under
stay-at-home
32
Dave. My
or
wife makes
whatever it is. You assume most of them are a
650K.
little bit older.
Right, are making, oh my gosh.
I don't know, maybe 80.
It's actually 41,000.
You're lying.
Hey man, Mr. xQc. Why?
she said 80? No.
For 27-year-olds.
I just feel like everything is so expensive nowadays. Like, I guess that's fine. No worries. Cut it in half. Like I said,
41,000. That's
Shorty will bring it home.
That's the median. And then what do
Yeah.
you think the top 25% of men at 27 make?
I guess that's it. Let's change up the perspective. Maybe 60K.
61. Yep,
Okay.
close. And then what about the top 10%?
Top 10, 75.
91. Okay, so
Okay.
you're under there. And then what do you think the top 1%ers at 27 are making?
Oof, like 200K.
Spot on.
Yeah,
203.
Good job.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep. So you want a 1% man at 27.
It seems like that's all we want nowadays with these
But are you a 1% girl though?
1%ers.
Median income never eclipses 65,000 regardless of age. So 70 to 100 is above the median.
Well, somebody's gonna have a sugar mama.
Damn.
Not 300,000. I mean, the median. I'm
No,
gonna guess like
Please
I
don't.
don't know. Is it like 80?
Oh man. Yeah.
It's $48,000 for 32.
Hey,
Yeah, and even at the top,
crazy.
even at the top 35, which was the end of your range.
Yeah.
The median is $52,776.
So my expectations are not realistic.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K, 70K,
It's not that bad. Not bad.
50K.
It's not.
It
It's
is
not.
$45,000.
Oh my God, really?
She wasn't that bad. Okay, guys. Guys. My mom. Okay, my mom was what you would call. Okay, at the time, she was doing very good for herself. Very good. Okay, and I did the math again, and I thought she was doing like 65 or like 70K, 65K when I was growing up. So my idea of salaries has always been stuck in like if you're doing fantastic at 100K. Great at 80, good at 60, average about 50 and a little bit under. So I kind of had it spot on pretty much.
Yeah.
So what my old school, I guess, stats still apply to the current world.
That's the median. Now, what would you guess if you had to the top 25% of men or people at age 30?
Well, if that's the medium, then the top 25, like
Oh, inflation, but I'm getting money.
60.
73. And then what about the
medium.
top 10% of men?
100?
Close, 108. What about the top 1%?
I want to
Top
see.
1%
I want to see. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see.
I mean, 330.
Okay, guys, we're still rooting for her somehow. Come on now. Well, at least I am.
Okay.
For a 32-year-old, what do you think the median income is for this age
32.
specifically?
Come on.
For a 42-year-old,
32-year-old.
32-year-old,
The age that you chose.
I'm gonna go with probably like 85K a year.
It's $48,000. The top 25% of men, guess how much that is at 32?
Wait, say that once more.
The top 25% at 32 years old.
I don't know. Now I'm even nervous to answer the question. I guess like maybe
You
100.
can literally have an idea on how the world works by looking at the cars on the road. You can have better ideas and results in the real that are applicable almost one-to-one by just looking at the vehicles.
25.
That's it.
77. Top 10% is 120. And the 1%ers at 32. 1%. This is men and women. 1% at 32. 320,000.
I think it's 250,000.
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not. Damn,
52,000.
America.
And then guess how much the top 25% is at 35. These are the top 25%
No!
earners.
No. This isn't true. Nah. This is a skit. Yo.
32.
Yo.
It's 50,000.
I think it's 250,000.
250,000 as the median. She thinks that the median at 32, when most people are like beginning medium of their growth in terms of performance. 250,000?
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not.
How?
Damn,
How?
America.
And then guess how much the top 25% is at 35. These are the top 25% of earners.
It's 50,000 is the The average income of a 37-year-old man.
And then what's the top 25% of a 37-year-old? If you had to guess.
Oh, come on now. Stop trolling.
The top 25% of a 37-year-old man.
Don't.
Dang, maybe it's 200,000.
86.
What? No, it's not.
No,
The top
no.
Is
no.
137,000.
Just stop.
The
Skip.
top 1% of earners at 37 years old. Top
Don't
1%.
do it again.
Right, right.
Lady, I'm
Like,
watching now.
we're talking-
She does it again, I'm gonna snap.
1%.
Don't.
304,000.
She's not gonna do it then.
Still not 650. Do you think that your standards are unrealistic? Do you think it's realistic? Like, what do you think after hearing the median and the statistics around it? Like, what are your initial thoughts?
It definitely is shocking because a 37-year-old man is a lot older than me. And that means
If you get shocked by the reality of these numbers, get a job. Get an employment.
that I don't even know how to process this right now.
And the median income never eclipses 65,000 regardless
This
of the
is you.
age.
These stats don't surprise me.
So, yeah, the median income for even
These
a
stats
75
don't surprise me.
16 to 75
I don't need to get a
never
job because of
eclipses
that.
65,000. And then over 70% of men never make 100K even once in their lifetime. Over 70%. In 2021, only 23.4% of the male workforce made 100,000, and that's all ages. So you have to-
Bro, the reality is, people that will make these incomes that are good or pretty good, right? When at the age these people are gonna meet them, they won't even be out of debt, right? From paying back the loans that they got, the training that they got to make that money. Yet. Think about that for a second.
assume a lot of them are older, above 40, 50, 60s.
Like
Why
I
do you
said,
think,
don't
what do you think
know.
makes women feel like they want that? Like, what is causing women to want the one percenters?
I think a lot of it is like social media hype and just this grand idea of what's obtainable nowadays, which it totally is, but you have to work for it. And that's why it's 1%.
Stop blaming the fucking media. No, I'm not. Now, you guys say true? I don't even agree. Fuck you guys. No, I don't give a fuck. If you said true, you're an idiot. Fuck social media, okay? It's not the social media's problem. If you look at 10 cars in a row that are all luxurious, and you go down the street and you look at 8 Corollas and say, I think everybody's rich and they all make 200K a year, guys. It's the media's fault because they tell me I saw 8 cars that are so luxurious, and in the street, they're all brokies. What the fuck is that, man? No! You're not intaking the data and breaking it down and making a conclusion. You are fucking brain dead. You have ceased to improve and reason with the data given. You are not an intelligent person. Blaming the media for being unintelligent.
And
Oh
not
my
everybody's doing
God.
it. So it's not bad to want that.
Oh, guys, the beauty standards are so insane these days. Look at all the social media. I saw 3 influencers with all these faces, and you go down the street, everybody's ugly. Like, yo,
You
man.
have to surround yourself with those types of people. So honestly, for a long time, you're probably going to be in the 25%, but that's how you strive and you get better
man.
and you meet the right people. So I think they want it because it seems so obtainable.
Actually
based on
heated.
social
Actually
media.
heated.
Do you think a lot of people just don't know the statistics around it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was a little shocked when, obviously the 1%.
Oh, even I, as superior to this knowledge, even I, as somebody who knows a lot, I was surprised by some of this. No, you weren't. You were surprised by all of it. Dude. Oh my God.
It's going to be that higher income, but what was the beginning? Like
The
41?
median is 41.
Yeah, that was shocking to me, to be honest with you. But I mean, it makes sense.
I'll tell you some other ones that are crazy too. So the median income never eclipses $65,000 regardless of the age.
What?
In 2021 alone, only 23.4
Oh my God. Average millennial net worth by age. 22 minus 40. Minus 40K. Minus 33K. Wait, I had it right. I said at the ages these people are gonna meet these guys. So these guys won't even be done paying their debt yet. And I was wrong by 1 year, yo. I almost had it spot on. Dude, chat, remember I told you, chat, that 50% of people, what was it last time? I said that 50% of America is just an old stat. Don't have more than $1,000 in the bank account. That's why, yo, man.
4% of the male
It's still
workforce made
accurate.
100K, and that's all ages. So you have to assume a lot of them are
If you have
older
$1,000
too,
if you have
and hardly any of them would be 27.
Right.
It's an old stat.
Wow.
And there's actually only one age from 16 to 75 where the top 10% of men make 200K. If you had to guess what it is, what would you say?
34.
75 years old.
What? Yeah, bringing it home. Old ballers. That's so cool.
Would you date a 75-year-old?
No.
Do you not have any sort of economic knowledge of why that would be the case? Bro.
The money.
No.
So where do you think these guys are at that are making this much money? Like, what do you think they're doing?
To be honest, like it's probably I'm thinking like as someone that's in like
They're
the
boomers.
STEM world, they're probably
They're boomers, but other people invested their money properly. I'm not saying they balled out. They invested their money properly at a young age, and their finances good. They had financial literacy from a decent age. And what do you think is happening when they're older? Dude, money literally grows on trees at that point, man. Because you did properly at the beginning, yo.
in either STEM, entrepreneurship, or they are in the entertainment industry and they are the lucky few, I would think. Or they're maybe doing trades.
Okay, and what industry are you in? You're in STEM?
Yeah, I'm in STEM.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What's that?
Whoa. That's impressive. So do you meet a lot of men who make this much money? Like, do most of the men you interact with meet these requirements?
Yes, if they're older, if they're outside my age range, yes.
Where do you think these guys are at that are making this much money?
They are not out there, yo. They're out there grinding. What do you think? Where do you think they're at? They're at the office, yo.
They're honestly probably just not around because they have more going for themselves than just like going out and like partying around. They're probably strictly businessmen, you know? So I don't know. It's Starbucks at 7 a.m. in the morning. That'd be my guess at their business office.
So you said 150 to 250 would be kind of ideal. Over 70% of men never make 100K even once in their lifetime. So last year alone in 2021, only 23.4% of the male workforce made 100K. And this is like all ages, 16 to 75, like all working people. Yeah, and the majority of them, like you have to assume they're older because it's factoring in all ages. And then only one age from 16 to 75.
Bro, this must be a dusty ass room. Yo, she blinks so much. Bro, yo, dude, if this would be like a retina display, fucking eyes or some shit, yo.
At the top 10%
what the
are
fuck?
making 200K. If you had to guess,
Oh,
which
the
age
light bulbs.
39.
75 years old.
Hell no. I don't want a raisin. I don't want a Hugh Hefner. Trust me, I'd rather just be single. Thank you, though.
Have you ever met any men that make that much money that are in the age that you're looking for?
Yeah, multiple.
No.
And where do you typically meet them? Like online or on trips?
One I met traveling.
No. You are hunting them. Just, guys, I'm not trying to be an intel bait, okay? Guys, I promise, okay? I'm not baiting intels. You are 100% targeting your shots and you are hunting them down as your prime target. You're not looking for anything else other than that. If at that age, right? She has met a bunch of people who make that amount. Bro, that's rare. It's a rare thing. Just, guys, it's all mathematics. It's all numbers game. If you were to put in front of you all the people at a bar, right, that you could potentially meet, you would have to go to like 20 bars to find somebody at that age that fits that. It's rare as fuck.
One on a dating app and one or two in person, like out, like going out with my friends. But there are people that do make that are younger. It's just not like the median, right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
So over 70% of men never make 100K in their lifetime. But last year, 23.4% of the male workforce made 100K. So that was in 2021.
Okay.
So 23.4%. Majority of those are probably older. But there probably is a small percentage that make, over 100K. But I mean, you said 300K, so that's not even anywhere close. But the median income for people never eclipses 65K regardless of age.
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there is like a wide.
See, don't let this video brain rot you. I'm telling you, that's a good thing. That's good. That's fantastic.
range. So
Would you marry a guy who made less money than you?
Yeah, for sure.
yes, because at the end of the day, like, you can't, like, that isn't necessarily what makes me, like, attracted to a person. And just because somebody makes X amount of dollars, like, you can't force yourself, at least I can't, to like someone for that reason. So, like, if whoever I fall in love with or, like, want to be with doesn't make that, then it is what it is.
So you'd be willing to make changes and
Cap.
compromises to your
Cap.
ideal scenario based
Cap.
off of hearing these
Cap.
statistics.
Cap.
Yeah, because
Mrs.
being in your
Cappington.
ideal scenario, but with the wrong person
Mrs.
is
Capolonia
you're
the
doing
third.
So
Right, like
definitely.
if the only way you could have that is if the guy's 75 years old, like you're not choosing
no.
that.
It depends. That depends because if I'm making enough money that I can sustain the family and still be a housewife, I guess. Like I'm making enough passive income or enough, like I can take time off enough with my job, then I'm okay
This doesn't make any sense.
with my husband not making as much, but
But only if you were, say, at making 500K yourself.
yeah, if I was making 500K, then I can make that exception.
You know what?
but-
I get it then. This is guys. I think this is NFT plus crypto brain rot. Guys, it's crypto brain. They think like, oh, I bought this crypto last year, and now it's passive income for the rest of my life. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you.
I don't
It's
think
gotta be.
that
It's gotta be.
I could marry somebody that makes less than me.
If the amount that I was making was different, then I think, okay, so the higher the amount of money that I would make would determine like if I would be willing to marry someone that makes less than me. At the end of the day, I would stay true to who I am, and if this was a person that I really ideally liked and they were just making 50,000 and they were loyal, I would be with that person for sure.
Yeah, but as long as he doesn't have more debt than me, that's fine. Like that's just like where we're talking about, like if you're getting married to somebody, like their baggage is your baggage. So you could make less money than me, that's
No, chat, guys, I can only take so much. Guys, my bar is stacked. It is stacked.
fine, but don't bring more debt
How?
than me. You know, that's where it's like I'm not gonna pay your bills that way.
What is it do you think that these men want specifically in a woman? Like, what would make a guy, like, pick you or want to be with you if they're making this much money? Like, what are they looking for?
A wallflower, someone they can come home to, and they're making dinner and they're draped in lingerie and just unrealistic wife, I guess. Someone who takes the kids to school every day, someone who doesn't complain, and yeah, I'm basically not that, is what I'm trying to get. So, folks, I'm screwed for that.
Okay. Wait, chat, I'm confused. You guys, I'm very confused. So they say they're going for you want something, and then you would be that if this. And you say, what do you think that wants? And it's something else. Well, I'm confused.
I'm mad.
But and then it changes backwards.
And what do you think those guys want?
They said that what? Does that make sense? Fuck.
Like the top
And explain it properly.
1% men, what are they looking for in women?
I mean, I hope it's just honesty and like loyalness, because that's the most hard, I guess, like personality trait to find nowadays. And it's, I think, what should be the most important. So I hope that's what they're looking for. Honestly, though, it's probably
Loyalness.
fake ass and big titties, which is cool. I turn my head too, but it's just, I don't think they're as realistic as they should be. I mean, they say the same about us, so.
So you think men are unrealistic about maybe what they're looking for too?
Or they're not as, well, not that they're unrealistic, but that there's such a painted picture of like what this woman should look like.
Bro, fucking man, double standards, yo. You know what I say, man? This is my unhinged intel brain today, chat. Here's my thoughts. Move the fuck on. I'm not moving on, okay? If you can identify like that, right? Objectify like that. If you view dude for income money and materials, that's also objectifying. Fuck it. I think it's objectifying, yo.
Like based
Deadass.
on all these
Thoughts?
women on social media with Facetune and Photoshop and this, that, and the other.
Otherwise,
that
it's
they get
backwards as fuck.
pictures.
But do you think since they're like the top 1% of men, they feel like they can be more picky
A little,
about
yeah,
that kind of stuff?
100% that they can be a little bit more choosy. I mean, I think core values should always be present. You should always have standards for that. But if it's like aesthetics and looks, those 1%ers probably feel.
So a lot of this is about money, and how much money does that make? How much money does that get? How much money do these traits bring to the table? Zero. Actually,
They don't have to talk to you. if they don't want to.
$0.
Do you think women have unrealistic expectations too about men?
Yeah, absolutely.
Specifically, like in the money category that we're talking about.
Yes, I
Like,
mean,
I just asked you to paint, a picture, and it's like a $3 million nest egg
Yeah.
with the car. So, like,
So
what
nice.
are your thoughts after hearing the statistics? Like, does that still seem realistic to you, or do you think it's maybe a little?
I mean, it seems realistic to myself because I know what I'm gonna get, and I really don't need the support of a guy like that. Like, I'm looking for another pilot. You know what I mean? I don't need a co-pilot. So it just depends on the type of person that you surround yourself with. So I think anything could be realistic. You just have to work for it.
What are these guys looking for in women? Like, what do you think they want in a woman?
So that's why I feel this is the catch with dating someone that's making a significant amount of money. Even though they can provide the lifestyle that I, in a perfect world, ideally would love to have.
Don't go there. Don't do it.
This
No.
is a person that
No,
has
no.
access to so many more things than the average person has. So I might not be enough for this person's curiosities.
No. I knew she would say that. I knew she would say that. I knew. This is not redemption arc. Nope. That is that, dude. How is it that then it's curiosity and what, brother? It's equivalent value. It's equivalent. Whatever they have to offer, then you can match. That's it. Otherwise, it's unrealistic. People are grounded by their life experiences. Okay, somebody knows something is not realistic after years or decades of fucking living it, and then most people are, on average, your normal people will be grounded to not. I mean, this is stupid as fuck. It's like it needs to be some sort of equivalency. Okay, what you're getting is what you can. You can output, input, output, where it levels out. Okay, if you think, oh yeah, I want to get this, but their expectations will be way too high. Okay, if that's the case, then you can't get that then, right? And if you said you can, and they're unreasonable, well, you're wrong. You are objectively wrong at that point because it's not equivalent.
And that would make me very insecure in a relationship. It would make me, if I was making significantly less than a partner, it would make me feel insecure, like I wasn't on the same level as them. And not that I'm trying to like be the, super.
Yeah, see,
equal
I knew
with
it.
my
I knew it.
partner.
This is the problem with the people that they chose for this video, is that they lack a lot of intrinsic value. Value that isn't tied to a bunch of random shit and numbers and optics. Something that really is their value as a person that isn't tied to anything, like with wires. It's just them. In my opinion, this is a bunch of people that lack this and feel certain ways based on things that do move around them, which is fucking bad. That's terrible.
Because I can be submissive in some areas. I feel like that would just, I couldn't maintain a relationship with a person.
Like, you would think maybe that they were looking elsewhere.
I think that men that make this much money just want a woman that's really easygoing, really laid back, probably doesn't have much of an opinion that's different from their own. I'll never be that woman. I'll always argue, a difference of opinions because it's fun to me. So, I feel like they want a woman that they can be very, what is the word, like dominant over, like they're gonna be calling the shots.
A lot of problems in a lot of couples, okay, will be about financials. If you think about, but look at all the topics about a bunch of breakup when you're older, breakups, whatever the fuck. Usually financials, arguments about finance. This is how the world is, right? of course, there's an extent of people think there's gonna be more laid back or easygoing. When all the financials are all taken care of, there's less to argue about at that point. That's just kind of how it is. Is it? I don't think that makes somebody lose their opinion on things. I don't think that's how it works.
These are all negative things.
Would you be willing to make any changes or compromises to the things that you want based off of hearing the statistics, like the house, how many kids, cars, vacations, living in your nice neighborhood? Like, what compromises would you make? Or would you not be willing to make any compromises and this is just the life that you want? End all be all.
I just think at this stage in my life, because I'm 24 and I've dated a few guys, and that's still a goal of mine. Maybe if I was like 30 and, my fertility clock was ticking and I needed to make some compromises to kind of like settle down with somebody, then I would probably be able to do that. But as of right now,
Mental gymnastics.
that is still a goal of mine, and I think that it's achievable. Because I think that you can live that life with $300,000. Probably not $100,000, but $300,000 probably.
It's very different when you're expecting someone else to do it for you versus like, I'm going to do it myself.
Right.
And then, whoever I'm with will hopefully have a similar mindset and be able to like work towards it with me, and we can
Right.
kind of tackle it together.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, it's like if you have 20K and I have 20K, like we can get so much more done as opposed to myself or
Right.
yourself or me just demanding that you
Check
have.
this is my last second. Some things in life are quantifiable, right? If you think, oh, maybe it's gonna work out, maybe it's gonna get there, dude, try to pay your $1,000 rent with $800. Try it right now. Try it. Try to pay your $1,000 rent with $800. What is it gonna do? It doesn't get there. It doesn't bridge the gap, dude. That's how it works. So if whatever you have to offer doesn't bridge the gap, you can't get that.
Have that. It would never work.
Isn't just how that works?
Yeah, no, I'm not too fixated on the salary. I still want to be comfortable and hopefully
Oh my
have
God.
some of the things that I wasn't able to have, go on trips and have kids and have them well taken care of. So whatever that means. It's a cliche saying, but like my best friend growing up, she came from a family of 8, also a blended family like mine, and her mom always said, you always make things work. So I'm like actually not even worried about it, because I think if you just think that I'm gonna make it work, we're gonna make it work.
She's maximizing the
and
things
overall,
she can
just to round
control
out this
and then the
video,
things
would
she
you say
can't
that you're
control.
surprised by the statistics I showed you, like the median income of the 31-year-old only being, let me look really quick, $45,000?
Oh yeah, I'm shocked. But then again, like I understand it now that I think back of like different conversations I've had with people, different dates that I've went on. I'm like, that does make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's also kind of nerve-wracking, because if I'm thinking like, back in the day, like if you would have thought like in high school, like, hey, once I'm 30, everyone thought like, oh, at least for girls, like we're going to be married, we're going to have kids, we're going to be living in this big house. And that's not even like the standard of living currently, or even like the average. So yeah, like that's insane to think about.
Yeah, it's crazy when you have an idea of what you want, but you don't really know what it is you're asking for.
Yeah, you don't know the true value of things until like you're currently experiencing it.
I think just surprised, honestly, because I wouldn't have guessed that. So it's good to know what is more realistic.
You don't have to guess.
I'm definitely
though.
shocked, to say the least.
Bro, you don't have to guess, man,
2
bro.
years, lol,
bro,
how much
Bro,
money?
you go down the street, okay, most people have beat up cars, and most people are struggling and broke, and you go one street over, and a lot of people are homeless, yo. Like, how can you be surprised by it? I don't get it. Where have they
XQC, I love
been?
you, bro.
Especially for me picking 27, I wonder if maybe I would have picked a little bit of an older age, but it just wasn't ideal for where they would be at. But you said people don't even eclipse over 61,000.
65
65,000 over their life. That's just like,
for the median, yeah.
yeah, for the average of people, it's interesting. So, I mean, I guess it really just depends on what you do for a living. Was a huge takeaway for me. I would have never guessed that number.
Yeah, because even if you go to 30, it's 45,000. 35, 52,000.
Wow.
And when you're a woman who's making, you know, a good amount yourself,
maybe
it's
putting
like you
games
don't even
chat.
think about a man making less than you. I think
Yeah.
is the mindset that a lot of women have.
I don't know, for myself, because I at a young age just figured out like the type of people to be around and how to invest and turn more money into
Bro. What is chat linking? I guess I clicked something at random earlier. I didn't check the titles. Bro, what the fuck? What is this? Because what is the female delusion calculator? Classic MD Pog link. Fill the bubbles. Okay, what are the chances to find a man in my dreams? Okay, I'd say I'm mid 20s to early 30s. Okay, so let's say I'm 25. Yeah, so fucking 32. All right. Any color shade. Minimum height. Well, me mans has to be at least 6'1", and me mans cannot be obese. Guys, we're role playing, okay, guys, we are role playing. We are role playing. Settle the fuck down. Okay. Settle down. Income. Yes. I'm just putting. I'm going along with the video. Right? Is that fine? If we did the average, 2K. Is that the average of what they had said combined? Oh, it's gonna crash, isn't it? It's crashed. Congrats, chat. We booked the website.